Hey there, and welcome to our very first episode of Couch 44, Channel 44's newest youth chat show. On the couch, we'll be joined by Adelaide's very own Stacy Says. Hello, Heather. Hey, Rowena. Hey, Natasha. How are we all?
Good, thanks.
She said, no, don't make plans anymore. We just have dreams from now on. May the universe...
And how are you ready? Are you guys ready for Laneway?
A little bit.
So, kind of fit in some more practices before the set.
Have you got a practice like anytime soon?
Right
after
this.
You're on the Girls Rock stage, am I right, at 4:30?
Yeah, very cool thing. Lots of cool artists on that stage, so it should be a good day.
And how does it feel though, like being on a stage like dedicated to females as like an all-female group?
It's pretty cool. We haven't been involved with Girls Rock before, but we've gone to a lot of shows that they've put on and stuff. So yeah, really excited to be a part of it.
Yeah. Girls Rock has been huge, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what they stand for is really cool, just about like gender diversity in music and supporting that.
I think they've had an amazing influence, and just letting like non-male artists like believe that they can be a part of the scene and they can be musicians and stuff, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing to be a part of.
Cool. What was it like when you girls like first got introduced into the Adelaide music scene?
We knew nothing really, so kind of first started, it was just like we didn't really know where we were going or what we were doing, but people sort of just find you and say, hey, come play this gig or like do this, and just kind of
Happy to help.
yeah.
When we heard questions, everyone was like ready to welcome us in.
Yeah, it's been a really good environment. And there's just so much in the Adelaide music scene. Like there's so many like new bands coming through. Like we keep running into bands we've never played with before and stuff. So it's just a really cool environment.
Like a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it should be a really supportive atmosphere.
I think the whole Adelaide music scene is like that. Like it's not really competition anywhere. I think it's all about supporting each other, which is really cool. Yeah, it's one of our favourite things, I think, about the Adelaide music scene.
There's like a lot of female Adelaide music artists, music artists who are talented like yourselves. And they're like making waves for themselves and like for future artists. How important is it for you girls being part of that like collective of girl bands and girl artists who are making a difference?
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
It's like we all come together and I think it's really great. There's no real competition. I think Girls Rock has had a big influence on that as well, of like women supporting women.
I'm getting ahead of myself, forgetting all the things I leave behind.
We also know like the story behind Stacy Says. Like, how did you girls get together?
High school.
Yeah.
We actually left high school, so we all did music together in high school. They did like vocal ensemble together, and then I was the bass player of a vocal ensemble. And then once we got out of high school, we were like, we should start a band.
Yeah, it was very much just a like, hey, let's do this without a lot of thought.
After like years of us all being like, I want to be in a band, we're like,
Yeah.
here's a crazy idea.
Yeah.
We've known each other a long time now. I was thinking about it, it's almost coming on 7 years.
More than that.
7
you
years
guys-
knowing you, 8 years
Yeah.
knowing each other.
Too long.
Clearly. Do you guys have like similar tastes?
We have definitely similar tastes that overlap. But
Yeah.
then we also go off into different areas of our own.
I was going to say we have very different tastes, but also we managed to find some genres that
Yeah.
we all like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tash is into much heavier music
Yeah.
than we are.
Yeah.
Sometimes she wishes we were a heavier band, I
Oh,
think.
regularly.
Last songs you've been like listening to on repeat?
Just Day. I've been listening to her. She's been my workout mix lately, so bit of local stuff. Don't know about.
I've been loving the new release from Soccer Mummy. She's probably one of the only non-Australian artists I listen to. So yeah, her new song Circle the Drain, it's just like, so good. On repeat, listen to it.
I think we all listen to a lot of the Beths as well. It's been one of our main ones in the past 6 months or more, probably.
Yeah.
They're also not Australian, they're from New Zealand,
true.
but they sound Australian, so I was fooled.
Music that inspires you and like music of your childhood. Like,
It's different for all of us.
Very different.
Yeah, well for me definitely the Cranberries were a big like Mum always had their CD in the car, like when I was growing up and stuff. So and that was like their songs were like the first things that I learned to play when I started playing music and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a big one for me.
The Beatles were definitely a big one from my parents, and then that sort of led into like, Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, Fleetwood Mac, that kind of, a lot of old style stuff, I think.
The band I grew up on the most was AC/DC, which is a bit different, but it's my brother's named after Angus Young and stuff. But yeah, that's why I wanted to learn guitar in the first place, was seeing such skill. So
for a bit of like retrospect now, going back to your first gig at the Cranker in 2017 to now already being on the Laneway stage, how are you girls feeling about all this like success?
I don't know about success. It is a success. Small successes is good. It's pretty unreal. Very unreal.
It's just really exciting. To get these opportunities. So
like last year being at Laneway, just frothing over all the girls rock artists, and now we're going to be up there. So that is very exciting.
And very encouraging too. I think like it's cool to see, you know, like who's going to be on the stage next year. Like, you know, other people. It just keeps like changing through, and like there's so many different bands out there, and girls rock are just so supportive of like female and non-binary like artists and stuff. It's really cool.
Looking back to our first gig, I'm like, oh my god, I did not ever see this. We had all like really crappy, I had a crappy instrument and like just
stand by that.
Crappy songs.
I didn't even have my own drum kit. I just used
Probably.
my brother's.
I was like terrified, and there's videos of me playing. I'm just like stock still, like not moving an inch the whole set.
I was so scared that I accidentally only played half of one of our songs, and I didn't even realize it was totally fine. I was like, yep, that's it. And Tash and Heather were like, did we just like cut that halfway through? And they didn't tell me till after the set, and I was like, I thought it sounded a little bit short.
We thought she knew, so we went up and were like, it's okay, like don't feel too bad about it. And she's like, what happened?
I'm getting ahead of myself, won't regret it.
And then what's your like inspo behind your previous single, Getting Ahead?
I wrote it while I was traveling I have like a camper van that I spend a lot of time in, and I was living in it for about 6 months around Australia. And the song's just basically about not wanting to come home and wanting to live that lifestyle forever, and just like kind of brushing off people who tell you that you can't do it or whatever, because they're like, oh, that's not realistic, and I'm just like, whatever.
Do you have any new music in the works?
Yes. We do, very soon. We'll be releasing a new single that we've been working on with the music video.
Really excited for that to come out.
Yeah, should be good.
Do you have any like tips or anything, any messages?
Don't take tips from us.
Don't compare yourself to other musicians. I was always super like, I need to try and write something really complicated so people think that like I can play well, but just have faith in your own ability. Like if you can play through a whole set, you're good enough to be there. So
don't let people tell you otherwise, and don't let people treat you badly either, because you know, sometimes that can happen, not very often. But I think
that's one of the big things that I remember one time having a big sit down at band practice and kind of just feeling a bit bummed, feeling like when we're on stage we kind of just feel like we don't deserve to be there as much as other people, because we don't, like, during sound checks and stuff, we don't know as much maybe about the technical side of things, and we think the fact that, you know, our gender kind of makes it seem like we have to prove ourselves more.
If we don't know stuff like about, you know, what levels the amp should be set at, or like whatever, or like where the drum mic should be positioned and stuff, like that's okay. Just own it. Be like, I don't know, like, can you help me? Like, it's okay to not know things. Don't apologize for it. It's not that scary. Like, people do want to help you. Like, most people in the scene are really nice, and you know, there's a bunch of gigs. Like, I learned how to pack my drums better into my car and stuff like that. Like, just from other drummers being like, hey, like, what if you did that this way? It's sweet. Yes.
Yeah, just do what you want to do. Be yourself, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do what you're doing.
So one thing that we will ask of you here, so we're starting a new tradition. So would you like to join us on this like first tradition? So, to leave us a song on our Spotify playlist, which is called Couch Tunes, and we'll link that on our social media. So we invite all our guests to leave us a song of significance. So could you let us all know which song you're leaving us with?
I think we were gonna go with Linger by the Cranberries.
Yes.
Yeah, we love the Cranberries. They were one of the bands that we first jammed to, and that song we've played on a few drives, like on the way back from camping trips, and when we used to go explore the old mines and stuff up at Jupiter Creek. So yeah, just some nice memories with that one.
And strong, like that band had a really strong presence, like strong female like front woman, obviously, and stuff like that. And I think they've just been pretty influential, maybe in small ways, but
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing with us today.
Thanks for having us.
It's been a pleasure, and it was lovely chatting with you girls, and I wish you all the best with your future trajectory of Stacy Says. So could you leave us with a song?
Yeah. Thank you. Here's something earlier.